Recently, Israel's Prime Minister made this claim. Is it true?
There is no starvation in Gaza, no policy of starvation in Gaza.
Even President Trump, one of Israel's strongest political allies, disagreed.
That's real starvation stuff. I see it. And you can't fake that.
Netanyahu's claims are also contradicted by more than 100 organizations, all sounding the alarm about mass starvation in Gaza. This week, foreign ministers from more than 24 countries, including Canada, put out this joint statement. Humanitarian suffering in Gaza has reached unimaginable levels. Urgent action is needed now to halt and reverse starvation. That declaration reinforced what the Director General of the WHO said last month.
I don't know what you would call it other than mass starvation. And it's man-made.
Last month alone, at least 63 Palestinians died from malnutrition-related causes, according to the WHO. More than a third of them were under the age of 5. The WHO Director General adds these figures may be low. Many families can't access health care, so some deaths from hunger may not be recorded. What makes the story more complicated? Misinformation online fueled by images lacking context. The story of Mohammed Zakaria al-Mutawak, a severely malnourished 18-month-old Palestinian boy, was first published in the New York Times in late July. The Times later learned that Mohammed had a pre-existing health condition and issued an editor's note saying if they had known, they would have included that detail. However, by then, several major media outlets had already shared the image. Critics online tried to dismiss Mohammed's photo as misleading, suggesting his suffering was due to the pre-existing condition. Meanwhile, Israel's foreign ministry condemned the media for pushing what they claimed was a false starvation narrative. But fact-checkers at DW, Germany's public broadcaster, showed this photo to several pediatricians for analysis who were clear. A pre-existing medical condition does not rule out malnutrition. So yes, Mohammed had a health condition, but that doesn't mean he wasn't suffering from starvation too. Throughout this war, Israel has intermittently blocked aid, the most recent of which was in March, saying it's trying to pressure Hamas into accepting a ceasefire, which includes releasing hostages. That plan has led to a humanitarian crisis for civilians in Gaza and has been widely condemned by frontline workers and world leaders. Netanyahu's response?
We've done that because Hamas steals the supplies and prevents the people of Gaza from getting them. It uses these supplies to finance its terror machine.
But an internal U.S. government analysis completed in late June found no evidence that this is happening on a significant scale. Recently, Israel, with U.S. support, launched the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a controversial program that bypasses the UN's normal distribution system. Since these sites opened, the UN says more than 850 people have been killed, mostly by Israeli gunfire, while trying to seek food. With mounting international pressure, Israel has allowed airdrops of aid and promised to open humanitarian corridors.
And we all hear about, oh, more humanitarian supplies are allowed in, etc. Well, it's not happening yet, or it's happening at a way too low pace.
There's conflicting numbers regarding how many aid trucks are getting into Gaza. Some say a few hundred are allowed in each day, but aid workers maintain this is not enough to meet the needs of the Palestinian people. Listen, we're only scratching the surface of a deeply complex situation, but Israel's prime minister saying there's no starvation in Gaza is not true.